My name's Matt, Scotian Canadian, as some call me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the notification, and of course you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Scotian Canadian. I'm just a massive fan of this team, diehard, passionate about this team, and love talking about them. And my goal is to provide you guys with some content for the Habs that you may not get elsewhere, say on cable. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. So I'd like to talk about the Montreal Canadiens goaltending situation moving forward, specifically the backup situation. A lot of talk that Bergevin may be looking for a veteran backup goaltender. He's not willing to commit really what he's looking at right now, where free agency hasn't opened up yet and he can't chat with goaltenders yet. But first and foremost, obviously Carey Price, $10.5 million per year, locked up for the long term. Absolute stud, one of the best goalies in the world. Clearly our starting goaltender. Can't wait to watch the rest of his career. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then following that, we have quite a bit of depth in our goaltending area. But the question is, are these guys ready to fill a backup role in the NHL? Now, this will be the first season that potentially one of these guys could spend a significant amount with Stefan Waite, one of the best, if not the best, goaltending coaches in the NHL. So if one of these guys does earn a spot on the Montreal Canadiens roster, we very well could see some positive developmental strides in that player. But what I can see happening is a strong competition in training camp. I'm not sold on the fact that we have to lock up a veteran backup goaltender. It could, maybe it would be wise. Maybe we get one on a professional tryout agreement where they come and we really get a good look at the rest of our goaltenders as well. Because we have Charlie Lindgren, 25 years old. He's a right-handed goaltender, which is very interesting. He had a good rookie season as a pro in the AHL for St. John's. Average save percentage hovering around the .915 range. But in the last two seasons in the AHL, his statistics have been down and he's struggled a bit. He has spent a little bit of time with the Habs, not a whole lot. I think he has somewhere around 16, 17 games played with them. He has played some great games in the NHL, but in the last two seasons, some struggles with the AHL team. But it's not to say that the whole team in general in Laval hasn't struggled. Their defense has been depleted at points due to Montreal's injuries the season before last, and even last year with Juleson not getting a ton of time in Laval. So that could be a reason for that. But he's 25 years old, and if this is a time for him to become an NHL goaltender, you'd say that it would hopefully be around now. After him, you have McNiven. He's played 2 seasons in Laval. He's 22 years old, had a great junior career. Last season, .902 save percentage. He was one of Laval's better goalies last year. He played 30 games. So these are 2 guys that were undrafted, by the way, and Montreal signed them. So it'll be interesting to see these 2 in training camp and the competition. Following them, we have Lacouvé, who kind of came out of nowhere. Montreal signed him as a free agent last year. He recently re-signed with the Habs, which is huge news. Seems like a great young fella. He's very thankful for the opportunity that he has. And he was Laval's, despite it being a short sample size, he was Laval's best goalie last year. He's 6'2", 205. He played 14 games, .913 save percentage, around that average mark. So that's a great look for him in his rookie pro season. He fit in well with the team. 25 years old. This is another guy who's at a good age. And you know what? With McNiven at 22, Lacouvé at 25, Lindgren at 25 years old, I feel like we could have a little battle there between Lacouvé and Lindgren for potentially the backup spot, and if not, a strong role with Laval next year. And if one of these guys kind of struggles, you likely have to see one of them on waivers. Maybe that's Lindgren. I think he would be eligible for waivers. Anyway, then we have Caden Primo, and Marc Bergevin has come out and said he will be starting in the AHL next year. I'm sure if he goes off, maybe he gets a game in Montreal, but I'd say that's highly, highly unlikely. He's so young. He's coming into his rookie season as an NHL player. This guy, the career he's had so far, absolutely stunning. The awards he's won in every level of hockey that he's played. He recently won the best goaltender in the NCAA, won a NCAA championship. He won a silver medal with the with the United States World Junior team. He's 6'3", 200 pounds, 20 years old. Like I said, rookie, .930 save percentage last year in the NCAA. That is incredible. Actually, in the last 2 seasons, he was around that .930, 930 save percentage mark. Absolutely unbelievable. So that's our depth at backup. I'm not sold that we need to go out and get a veteran free agent. I really am not. I would like to see this competition in training camp and see what these guys can do and give them a chance to play some games, specifically Lacouvé and Lindgren. Now, if we were to go out and get a backup goaltender, there aren't a whole lot of options available, so maybe you'd even have to look into a trade option. A couple of guys I was looking at kind of off the cuff, Anaheim. Ryan Miller played last season, put up fairly average stats. He's a little older. Maybe he's willing to take a discounted contract to maybe go on a cup run. He is a veteran. He was an elite goaltender through his prime. He's getting up there in age, though. I believe he's 36. And Anaheim also had another goalie, Chad Johnson, who has been a reliable NHL backup for a couple years now. Had some great games for the Anaheim Ducks last year. Could be another guy to look at, but those are just 2 off-the-cuff ideas that I have. But that's about it for this video. Mainly just looking forward to see what happens here, and I would prefer to see the competition through training camp, to be quite honest, because I wouldn't mind seeing Lindgren get his chance to play and see what happens. And really get some time with Stefan Waite, which could have a huge benefit to his career. That's about it, guys. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and, of course, hit the bell for notifications. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Scotian Canadian. Let me know what you thought about this video down in the comments. Who do you think Montreal should bring in as a veteran goaltender if they do decide to do so? Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go.